decently. On the United States, I'm gonna expect Happy Stick to perform pretty decently. Xarius, really good double time aim player. Itsuki did show pretty good performances all around the last week, the last time he played. And Fire Rage is going to be one of those backbone members who's going to be there to just perform because he's there and there's no one else to play.
And here we go with the first match of the grand final. Here we go. Both teams have massive potential on this. But China have done exceptionally in the past. We'll see if the US can match them this time.
Indeed, and also the opening up with double time shows that they certainly want to get a win on this match. They're not here just for the sightseeing. They have done their homework and they've traveled a lot through the losers bracket. And everything else is just practice now. We do see a couple of misses coming in for China. RXC, their star speed player, is going to see a first miss.
Surprising to see him drop the first one on his favoured DT pick, but his team is doing A-OK to back him up. We're seeing 3 FCs to 2 in favour of China, so it's still looking decent for them.
Indeed, getting an SC on this map is going to be pretty much almost a decisive win because we don't see too many FCs on this one. And Totori and Totoki both, I believe, got an FC or got pretty close to it.
Despite RTXC's break, his accuracy is phenomenal early on, 98.9 and rising.
Indeed, and accuracy is going to be a big point. When combos are lacking, accuracy is going to be the pretty much biggest factor. Because Oscar 2 things are getting capped at 1 million, 700,000 points are being overtaken by combo and 300,000 by score, by accuracy. And accuracy portion is going to come in quite into play, especially for XC now.
Right, and we do see that the full combos have all broken but 2. Springlane and Happy Snake each representing China and the United States, while going to have to carry their team forward. And there is Happy Snake's break. Springlane has free reign on this map.
Yep, he's the last one standing. He's going to pull his team away. 200k and rising right now. Entering the final chorus. The US are running out of time to pull this one back. Albeit there goes Springlane, and that throws a wrench in the works. I still think they'll be okay though. The major combos are on China's side. I think they'll still take this one home.
Yeah, I mean the Chinese players all have the full combo potential on this map, and one miss is a very common phenomenon, and thankfully Score V2 is going to be able to help with that for players who get 1 misses.
Well, yeah, there's so much of a difference. I don't think there's really any way to come back for the United States team. Plus, the ending isn't too difficult, so you can't really fail on there. So there's no score deduction there.
And there we go. First point will go to China with a double slider break for both teams. Happy Stick and Totoki getting a slider break run each. But the combos are in favor of China, and they'll be taking home this one. Pick has a very tight accuracy window. People have to hit the notes very accurately. Overall, though, in terms of patterns, this one's very all-rounded. A lot of space triple, plenty of jumps. But all around patterns are quite simple, just keeping consistent on the hard rock style. And yeah, like you said, this one is a good pick for United States. I feel like China have been okay, but not exceptional on this in the past.
Indeed, and you're right on that note, because the United States just had more combos in general, while the Chinese side pretty much had 2 decently high combos and the rest was lacking just a little bit, which is surprising. But this is gonna be, as I said, simple patterns. Might not be too difficult to see in terms of a combo, in terms of this being too difficult or too gimmicky. Like it's pretty much as raw as you can really get in terms of aim difficulty and a bit of streaming here and there. But the interesting thing is that you said it's 4 minutes long, and keeping a combo for 4 minutes in a tournament setting is really hard. We don't see any early misses yet, but that is to be expected because most players should be able to keep a combo for at least a 500 to 600 combo. But then we might see some misses because the jumps are gonna come into the Ki time, which is where the song gets the most intense.
Yeah, it's very localized, the difficult sections on this, so that will be where this match is won or lost, I believe. No silly misses at the start. Can be done if you haven't quite got your mental state sorted, but all these players are perfectly set up and ready for this. No silly misses here. Accuracy in
And the
favor.
Ki time. Oh yeah, accuracy is definitely in favor for US, and that shows how comfortable you are really on the map. But the jumps leading into the Ki item are coming in.
That's rough. Fiery Rage and Idki breaking on that jump pattern, but no breaks like that for China, and all of a sudden, early on, China have that advantage.
Yeah, and fun fact, this map was not played by the US when they played against South Korea, so we can't really see any performances or predict any performances, except that they should do on those jumps well. They should do pretty decently on it. And the Chinese side did have around 500,000 points in average on this one the last time they played it.
You see the weighting of the accuracy in Scorby 2, despite the combo advantage. You know, the length of time it's been there, the US are still ahead, even though China will overtake if they hold the combos.
Indeed, and the longer this goes and the more combos drop, the more accuracy is going to be prevalent and important in this one.
Getting another tricky jump section though in just a moment. And we see Spring Lane dropping the combo there. Oh, but there goes Happy Stick just afterwards. That's unfortunate. It's going to be 2 FCs to 1, still in favour of China, but US still in the lead on that accuracy.
Yeah, just barely, but look at Toy. I mean, despite him being on a completely different setup, he's holding the highest combo and the highest accuracy to boot. I mean, we do know that he's a pretty good hardware player, but just that performance is absolutely phenomenal considering his situation.
And then you jinxed him.
Well, I'm gonna blame that on setup, alright? I mean, maybe he was just running out of luck.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very hard map to remain consistent on. Like you said, it's been so long and actually so tricky. Jonathan LFJ, the mapper, is known to be a very good mapper who utilizes all sorts of patterns in his maps. And so far in Solo, the players are feeling the challenge, feeling the burn.
Well, there goes Artex C. The last FC is gone, and the US still have the lead. The combo advantage is in the US favour now. Fiery Rage bringing it back excellently after his early break, along with Idki. Those two are holding the torch for the US right now, and they're going to be taking this one home, but it's so close. They need to hold on to the end.
Yeah, Idki was a player who had, I think, the second highest score participation in his team the last time they played, and Fire Rage is one of those players who's in there to perform pretty decently on it, but they didn't really expect him to perform this well. But just look at the average across, like all of them are above 500,000 points.
Despite that pressure, those two held on through that really difficult jump section at the end. And yeah, looks like they're going to bring it home for the team. It's going to be 1-1. Game on.
Yeah, very strong start for both teams, I'd say. China right behind United States, but the accuracy game just not there. USA, of course, being great with their accuracy, and I'd say that's their one major strength over China. Is going to take this the first.
And should be pretty much free FC all around, or just missing all around. It depends on how comfortable you're on this map. If you're good on these jumps, you're gonna get a combo consistently. If you're bad at jumps, you're gonna get a low combo. But this map is in the same situation as the last one, except it's a little bit faster, and the stream being the important part. It's also difficult for combo for the exact same reason. As in, you shouldn't have too much troubles in general with any single parts of this, maybe perhaps the stream, but just the sheer difficulty in consistently throwing difficult jumps at you is gonna make this hard. and this is also like 3 minutes long, so another really long map, making this extremely hard to see.
Yeah. Also, I do have to bring attention to what he did in the beginning. He uses smoke to have a little art time of his own with the background. I think it's very cute, and also shows the players are having fun with the tournament.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Indeed, indeed.
Seeing a couple of early breaks from GGBY and MLord, who were swapped in for this one. The speedy stream player coming in to deal with that stream.
Indeed. And players to look out for are gonna be Itsuki, who's extremely good on these kind of maps. Happystick, who's also pretty good on that, but he's lacking a little bit of accuracy currently. As long as he's got combo, that's good enough. On the Chinese side, Totori, Spring Lane are gonna be interesting. Also Alexi.
It is flickering. US does have a 2 full combo against China's 1, so they're going to take the lead in this China's pick.
Yeah, there are some early misses in there, and they're gonna keep on missing. Maybe it's the nerfs coming in, but in terms of scores, we did see average China being 400,000, 425,000, and US gonna be 385,000. So there's a bit of a difference, but that was when US was underperforming quite a bit in terms of, for example, Happystick. Well, he's looking pretty okay for now, but I think I just jinxed him.
Yeah, Happystick does break, but however, even with a higher accuracy and also a full combo still remaining, it's going to help carry the US team forward. And I think it's going to make it all the way to the streamier section.
Yeah, the combos are in advantage of the US right now, but there isn't much before that stream section, and that one can split teams. It'd going for that 500 PP. I don't know about that, mate. You're scoring me too. The FC here, it's a bit of a shame in terms of your performance, but it's going to carry your team pretty hard if you can FC this stream.
Your team will appreciate it. It's going to be more, speak more heavily than that 500 PP.
Here we go.
Oh, and here comes the streams.
Well, there goes Idkey. Drops the FC, actually fails out, but he can revive. Xarius and MLord doing the work, though MLord failing out at the end. But Xarius
is absolutely carrying now. Oh my god.
That was ridiculous from Xarius, nailing that like it's no problem at all.
Yeah,
and he's going to be running away.
Xarius is actually one of these players who did carry quite a bit last year around in the last Grand Finals, but this time around he didn't look too hot because he hasn't been playing too much recently. But it seems like he maybe prepared a little bit and practiced in the downtime of 2 weeks.
Well, last time he played this against Korea, he got 401,000 points. I think it's safe to say he's done better this time.
Yeah, definitely in this case. I mean, just all around pretty good.
Looking like a really big win on this break point for the US, taking China's pick, taking it with a plum. Looking like an excellent run from Xarius. Not quite a full combo. I believe he broke at the start and he breaks there. But nevertheless, very well done from the US team. 2-1.
Indeed, this breakpoint comes in a lot earlier than I had expected, but definitely kudos to US for pulling that off. And now it's China's turn to answer. They have lost their first pick.
Well, you're basically going to be alternating fingers to hit these notes. Very linear patterns, very old-style patterns, mapped by Saturn, a very infamous mapper for mapping lots of symmetry patterns and lots of geometric shapes, which are quite tricky to snap to. There's quite a few 1/3 swing streams in this as well, and plenty of back and forth, like jump, sliders on jumps that are incredibly wide, kind of tricky to read as well if your reading's not up to snuff. But for the most part, this is going to be an alternation map for those more technical players in your team. And we're seeing people like Toy come in for this, no surprise at all, and Dsen also for the Chinese team.
Indeed, and some stats from our very beloved statistician on this map. Debbie has given us that for this map, between these two teams, China has average of 149,000, whereas USA has an average of 620,000 between the players. Average accuracy on this map is 96.78. So looking at the stats alone, US does have a lead purely by the numbers.
See how they do now, though. Numbers only go so far. But I mean, US have some really good players on this sort of thing. So does China. We're seeing Toy with an early break.
Along with
Happy
ET
Stick
and
Azarius
Desan.
holding on. Yeah. 3FCs 2-2 in favour of China in the early goings, hitting the first chorus here. People nailing that back and forth slider jump section really well. Happy Stick dropped out. Going to be looking really good for China now in these early goings.
Right, it seems like the two teams are trading momentums now. And if you notice that the style is very reminiscent of a certain Fremont pick we do have, and if it does come up, I think we'll see some similar patterns being shared. China here, definitely sharing some old players, totally GGBY, Desan all from the old era, and I think this map will bring some good memories back to them, especially considering they're from that era where this map was first ranked.
So far, so good for China right now. 3-4 combos to diddly squat on the US team. A rather shaky start from the US on this one.
Yep, I don't think they're ready for this BPM, although the pick itself may be more really justified later, but I think right now it's safe to say that China does have a very clear edge in terms of speed so far in the game.
The US team is bringing their combos back though, but with 3-4 combos still going at the halfway point, nearly at the end of the second chorus here for China, it's looking more and more than this one's going to be quite one-sided. But there is a tricky section coming up now, a circular stream of notes which can be quite nasty. We'll see if they can deal with it.
Yep, and there's still about 1/3 of the map left to go, and anything can happen. We do see Itki and Desan biting the dust at that tricky pattern just mentioned, Doomsday.
But the other 3FCs on China still going, no problems at all, and they are looking extremely strong on this pick, much stronger than they did in previous plays on this, I gotta say.
Yep, they certainly practice. This is one map you can't possibly do well without practicing. Unless, of course, you have just been playing this map since day one, and you saw that this map was just chosen into map pool. You probably have that evil grin on your face, but I highly doubt any of these players are like that. We do see Toy, Xarius, Happy Stick all bring up their combos now, but is it enough to challenge China? Is it enough? Does it seem like Xarius gonna break?
I don't think so. That score difference is pretty massive, like 600k at this point. This isn't enough time for it to come back. We're seeing Spring Lane losing his FC, but GGBY and Tatori still holding on to that full combo. Look at Tatori's accuracy, 99.3 is insane. But will he get the FC? That's the question.
Oh, he's known as the one miss draw spell after all, but I'm not gonna jinx him. I mean, that's only what he's known for, right guys?
It's a bit late now. Oh wait, no, he's still good. He still gets it.
Yep, there it is, and we do see two full combos from China on this map. However, very noteworthy mention to the American players, Happy Stick, Toy, and Xarius definitely did not give up, and they worked so hard to the very end. They
Linear patterns. This is more about weird linear patterns. Lots of sharp corners coming out of these streams. Lots of back and forth jumps within those alternation sections. This is more about reading and less about simply dealing with the speed like the creator is, because the creator has quite a bit of elements that require speed. This one's all about reading this very strange layout that Titu Haha mapped.
All right, and just to note, Fremont are generally really well performed by the Chinese side. We did see, for example, an FC by Tatori last time around, which was 993,000 points. Plus, the average of China is just completely minus above the United States on this one in terms of stats. But we do see Happy Stick going with the Hidden, which is interesting to say the least. Let's hope he prepared for this pretty a lot, because this map on Hidden is not easy, not at all. Hardrock is usually picked to make this map a lot easier to read, because you do not have the trouble of reading this on a Potion 9 on 280 BPM, which is a decent node density if you look at the normals all around. So in that case, Hardrock is a little bit easier to just, pull off and improvise on, while Hidden does require a lot of experience in this case. And once again, we see Totori rolling with the double S. He did keep a double S for the longest time, which was, I think, until like 70% of the map, and then got a 100 or 200 score. Fire Rage, on the other hand, though, for the US is performing well, and it's key. For the hard rock, most of the time you would count the mod players out in terms of score, but Itsuki is definitely showing up as the second highest score in his team currently. Well,
Just going back to the
yeah.
Totori 100%, worth noting that I'm pretty sure he has the highest score on this at the moment with 993,000 points.
Yeah, I think that's the highest score of no mod pretty much on every map. The only time it got improved on or higher score than that from Roswell was on a double time FC pretty much. But you do see Springland and Arctic Sea on the Chinese side pretty much being the sacrificial lambs currently and doing the job as they are supposed to, give a bit of score for the team. D7 is trying to get the lead back after Totori's miss. Thankfully, Totori still has the accuracy. Fire Rage also missed, so the playing field is leveled. It's currently D7 holding the lead because there is no combo on the side of the US.
Right, Happy Stick was holding a very impressive combo on Hidden though, I have to mention. However, his break just now was not going to help US. They were so close to a comeback. I do feel bad for these players. And it's going to be, of course, China's chance to take over with the accuracy, as surprising as it may sound, on this map to go with a quick win.
Indeed, Decent currently is stepping up. I mean, he was pretty much the second normal guy to believe in his team, but Tori wasn't quite up for the task to see this again, which is to be expected. I mean, come on, you gotta give it to him. Seeing this map again, unfortunately, one miss. He got the exact same score.
The one miss, Roswell.
Toy being on a setup which is not at home, pretty much. He's in Japan currently and he's playing on a different setup. So in that case, he's not feeling too confident. And the last time the United States played this, it was pretty much Itsuki. Itsuki performed phenomenally on it, so he's one player to look out for. Fire Rage also was absolutely dominating in his performance, getting 850,000 points. But Toy was also a really important backbone. He had like 600,000 points, which was good, pretty good in addition to his team score. But currently he's missing and is being subbed off for Emla, which probably has to do something with the situation he's currently in. Maybe not as confident in himself currently. But yeah, some stats to look out for. The US did have 710,000 points on average on this map, while Itsuki had, I think, 900,000 points. But on the Chinese side, not to forget, we did have also Totori, Roswell, with the 900,000 points, the almost FC, and Crystal with the 700,000 points. So Crystal and Totori hopefully gonna perform wonderfully on it. Average on the Chinese side was 660,000, so it's a little bit close, but favored in US.
And some info on this map. This map is mapped by the Chinese mapper YFBMP, who is known for using just ridiculous patterns in wonderful ways. And this is very tricky despite it being only 5.7 star-ish in star difficulty, but the use of sliders are completely brutal and the players have to really watch out for every single pattern in order to not make a mistake. And there you see Crystal already dropping, wherein that's going to give USA an early lead.
Oh, alright, so, and this map, just to give guys a bit of a closer look, you see it's pretty interesting in terms of the patterns, like the streams are accelerating and changing spacing and increasing, and it's just absolutely crazy in terms of the mapping style. Like, it's really hard to hold combo on this kind of map, so something like a full combo is pretty unlikely, but we're gonna see probably 2 really high combos. If we see like 3 almost full combos, then I'd be really surprised. But I wouldn't doubt the United States to perform that one. But in general, it's not too fast, it's 170 BPM, but the trickiness comes in terms of the song and how it is pretty much replicated and trying to be imitated as a map. And you can see pretty interesting streams all around and sliders, which are gonna be hard to act properly in Scorn
Yep.
2.
And they're USA already, I would say USC. USA already dropping all of their combos. Not looking good, definitely. But I mean, there's still a good chunk of map left. Anything can happen. They do have a accuracy leeway, as I would say, but not really showing up right now. Maybe they're gonna make something happen later. For now, it's China's free ring on this map. But I'm gonna say that Happy Steak and M-Law, both very good players on this map. They have a lot more to show. So please do not take that this is their final performance. The show is just getting started.
Yeah, there's not too much in it. It can turn if the US can recover, but you got to be looking at those two full combos and thinking it's going to be a tough ask for both those players to drop and the rest of that team to implode, because at the moment those combos are incredibly dominant.
And also have to raise that USA is known for making from the behind comebacks. So China, even though with the lead, they have to be very careful. I mean, we have seen this with when they played against South Korea, when they played against China last year, actually. And yeah, so this USA team definitely, they are worthy of a lot, capable of much.
Matsumoto Visa, though.
Yeah, he's definitely
expected
practiced.
this. He's going ham right now. He does break, but safe to say that is a saucer combo not many of us are expecting, but absolutely excellent. Tatari's still going, but really, that if it wasn't for that combo from Matsumoto, this one would probably be in US's favor. So pulling out when it mattered the most.
Of course, and he bought enough time for his teammates to recover. Meanwhile, on the US side, Ivki also with a 4-digit combo now. That break in the earlier section is shown that it's just a fluke miss, and he is going to be able to come back to help guard USA. But is he alone enough? I don't think so. Happy Six right behind him, but with Crystal and Totally all holding high combos and full combos, it's not going to be enough with the remaining like 10% of the map on my screen right now.
Yeah, I think this one's still going to go to China. I don't think they're going to make up 300k at this point, but nevertheless, they're going to make it quite close, though. But
Yeah,
wow.
they're definitely making a run for it. But this is the final part where the map is becoming increasingly difficult. Like the patterns are just wider and more spread out. Each is more demanding than the previous.
We see a fail out from M-Law at the end there, but it was China's point either way. They take it 3-2. A slider break from Tatori and D-San. That's unfortunate, actually. There's a few slider breaks from D-San, but no actual misses. I'm looking at players like ArtXC, players like Totori perhaps as well, and M-Law, of course, to do really well on this.
And as expected, actually, all the modded players are going to go with Hard Rock. This is a map that becomes increasingly difficult when put on Hidden, simply by its AR9 plus BPM 280 or 270. Very high, basically. So no density is certainly very high, and you would like AR10 over AR9, simply for the sake of making it easier to read.
This one is one that isn't really for the accuracy. We see averages of 85% accuracy on this. Pretty brutal on the accuracy end, but no surprises considering the ridiculous speed of these streams. Double hard rock for both teams. Pretty predictable, that one. Here come the streams now, though. Breaking left, right, and center. Tatari had a pretty major combo through that. He is the leader of the Chinese team, going to be taking the lead here, and the combos are an advantage of China. This is going to be a Chinese pick, I'm pretty sure, because there's nothing really left for them to drop on. ArtXC rocking a 300 combo with Hard Rock as well, being the leading light. But that one all comes down to that stream section.
Indeed, RXC is known as a speed star of China. He is known to be very good at these kind of speed maps. But meanwhile, US is going to show that they have prepared. Xerius, recovered combo now. But not enough time for his team to make a comeback. And being so short on the length, Mad Machine will go over to China as well.
We thought this one might have done Artexia and Tatari.
It's mapped in such a way, and the settings are set in such a way that when you have nodes overlapping, they are pixeled perfectly on top of each other. And that just makes it really difficult to kind of count out of the corner of your eye how many nodes you really have to press. So sometimes you have like three nodes as a stack with a slider below it, but you can't really read it as three nodes. You might think it's 2 or 1. It looks like 1 on the corner of your eye, but if you look closely, it's 3 nodes or 2 nodes. And if you haven't practiced this map, this is looking pretty bad. And that's the main gimmick of this one. Players to log out for are going to be Toy and Totori. And in general, just people who practice this one. Itsuki also performed pretty phenomenally on it, and next to the stacks, it does have some scream jumps and some decently spaced jumps and overlaps in general, so it's hard to read, and the rim is also a bit intricate.
I'm sure both these teams have a 4 lineup that have been practicing this one, so I'm sure all these players know what they're doing with this. They would have put the time in, I'm sure. We're seeing some early breaks, but for the most part, people holding mostly strong early on. Did keep breaking on that stream though, along with Desan.
Alright, and the last time actually the Team US played this, they performed phenomenally on it. So I understand this being picked for them. Toy did get an FC, Itsuki performed really well on it in general. It's just, it was a good pick by the US, but we didn't see the Chinese side perform on this yet. And currently they're looking a lot stronger than the US is.
At the moment, it's Toy versus Crystal on the FC front, 1 FC to 1. But major combos are in favour of China, but it's only by a whisker. That score difference pretty negligible at this point. Hitting the easier section, I'd say. This one doesn't have many of those nasty stacks we were talking about.
Indeed, and the interesting things about the stacks is that you need to know the map or listen really closely to the music, because sometimes there are double stacks or triple stacks, and knowing how many there are is really important. But yeah, Toy is still performing wonderfully for his team. I hope I didn't jinx him yet. Please full combo, so it's not gonna be a curse at all. But Crystal, man, Crystal is pretty much one of these players who almost missed. I think he's feeling the pressure currently. He's definitely feeling it. But Crystal has a specific skill set, and Hidden is going to be one of the points where he's going to come in for the team and perform as well as he can.
At the moment, that is all China need, but he needs him to hold on, hitting one of the final tricky sections now. This bit's pretty darn difficult to read.
Crystal and Matsumoto were actually picked by the Chinese roster, picked for the Chinese roster over Ifolo and FarQ, 2 other very good Chinese players, simply because they have the edge on these kind of weird, tricky maps. And I think they predict the future with that one, because these OWC will certainly have a lot of very higher difficulty, very hard difficulty hidden pool across all map pools, and having a good hidden player in your team is a very valuable asset.
The 4 combo for the US had dropped earlier. Toy had dropped. Xarius and Matsumoto Rise had also dropped. It's just Crystal with that 4 combo, but he's against 2 1k combos on the US side. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be down to the wire if those 2, Fire Rage and Idki, can hold on. Or will it be? I think they might just be short, you know. I think Crystal might have done it for China.
This is an accuracy win also. Looking at Rust, although he did drop, his accuracy is certainly there, and he's going to be able to protect China with Crystal.
And we were saying, Crystal has those maps where he can come in and shine, and he has done so right there. Crystal shining bright today with that full combo. 96%. The accuracy may have been lacking compared to the other scores, but that combo...
Yeah, I'm just looking at him thinking, like, this guy is definitely the star to show this map.
Indeed, and when you want to search for Toy, be sure to include those, because if you just look for Toy, I don't think you're going to find what you want to find.
I mean, Toy is our boy, but Toy is not necessarily everyone's boy.
Indeed, and this is gonna get into the map. The beginning, it's pretty stream heavy, as Doomsday mentioned. Burst streams, not too aim heavy. CS5, which is the circle size. Circle size 5 is a little bit smaller than usually. CS4, circle size 4 is pretty much the standard circle size, you can imagine. So next to Approach 8, this is also a little bit smaller than people are used to. But the important part is around 60% of the map in, where suddenly the streams get incredibly intense and spaced compared to what you would expect from this beginning. And that's pretty much the part where most of the players miss and probably die also. But no worries, you can revive afterwards.
Right, but the enemy has a ridiculously disgusting circular stream patterns. Actually, multiple circular stream patterns for you to just simply choke and fail on.
And these streams, you just have to fight with such a delay that it's really hard to keep up, especially if you previously are used to faster songs like on hardware, for example. You can definitely see some people struggling with the sudden change in approach rate and in just complete mapping.
Yeah, I think although this is like one of the lowest star difficulty maps in the map pool, being only 5.21 in star difficulty rating, I think this is a lot harder when played actually, and also unhidden on top of that. You see players struggling, even though like their actual skill level is much higher than the supposed star difficulty. We do see Fiery Rage still carrying a full combo for the US, which is very nice. He's of course combated by totally Rust Bell on the other side. These two players have to duke it out. Meanwhile, the other players use this chance to recover. If they can, it's going to be a great asset for their team. But if they cannot, it's going to be all up to these two players to duke it out. Right now, the accuracy is being solely determined by, by accuracy alone. The lead, sorry.
Pretty much, yeah. We were saying like it was going to be Toy versus Toturi on this, but we're seeing Fiery Rage take up that mantle with his full combo. Toy is bringing it back after that early break, though.
Something to note is gonna be Toy's egg. Despite his combo being low, just look at his egg, absolutely phenomenal, and he's holding strong. But I think there's gonna be a bunch of egg drops in just a few seconds.
Well, there goes Fiery Rage. That full combo on the US side has been wiped out. It's Toy and Idke to take up the mantle, but China have a massive combo advantage right now going into the solo. Poor Toy getting some silly misses despite that accuracy he has right now. He just can't match Crystal and Toturi's combos right now. Crystal once again bringing it out on this reading heavy pick. Toturi with that full combo right now, but some really, really tricky streams coming in the second half of the solo. Can split teams.
Oh yeah, and the solo's coming in. Toturi is holding phenomenal. Look at him go. And I think it's looking pretty much like a pretty much match point and win for China in this case. But let's not forget that the Chinese team is coming from the losers bracket, so there's going to be a second best of 13 played after this.
Not much score advantage though, 150k, but that combo from Toturi is single-handedly carrying China right now. He's past the hard part now. Some tricky parts to come up now, some tricky doubles, but the main storm has passed, and Toturi, the big player, showing up in the big occasion to bring this to a second best of 13. Pretty amazing stuff from him, it looks like.
Indeed, I don't think Team USA expected this, to be honest. They were expecting a challenge from the Chinese team, but for them to really get this much trouble, I think there's something you have to chew on over the break that we're going to see in between the matches, which I think is 15 minutes. Also noteworthy is that last year, in the almost exact same situation where USA is from the winners bracket.
Wait a
bracket.
second.
Wait a second. What?
Wait a sec. Is it a win from China or is it not?
I can actually tell.
No, yeah, it's. I believe this is going to go to China. Looks like it has signed, sealed, and delivered.
Okay. Yeah, although multiple reasons seems to have failed, but China would walk away with a win with totally full combo. Ridiculously amazing.
Oh damn!
I was gonna
But,
say, like last year, it was also United States coming from the losers bracket with a 7-2 victory on the first round, and China.
HoloWings is just, this is a standard HoloWings map with some really interesting jumps, overlaps, and spacing changes. And it's incredibly difficult to see this. Expect low combos. I guess you could expect scores around the Mad Machine mark. Not in terms of accuracy, but rather in terms of combo. And the stats are gonna be the US got on average 388,000 points, while the China is unproven on this map. They didn't play this map a single time in 3 matches. So let's see how well the Chinese team is going to perform on this.
Surprised me a little bit that China hadn't played this yet. This seems like the kind of thing they'd be quite good on, I imagine.
Yeah, maybe they just weren't feeling too confident in it, personally, I'd say. It is a bit of a risk. Not as risky as Dopamine, but still pretty risky.
It's very aim heavy, and if you're not feeling up for a challenge, probably best that you not go near it. The accuracy is more or less consistent across the board, but however, the combos tend to get broken here and there. You'll get to see combos get built up near the second half of the map, and we do see the entire Chinese team already breaking combos. Toy being the only one on the field actually holding a double S.
Oh, he did, but that combo was the most major one for quite a bit, and has pushed his team in the lead by around about 150k.
As the jumps are just unrelenting and they're absolutely ruining the players. Although we do see USA taking the lead, half the map still left, so anything can happen. And of course, USA is definitely up to protect the lead, with Happy Stick and Toy holding above 99%. China seems to be broken here and there, with nobody being able to hold a good combo or accuracy to combat Toy and Happy Stick combo.
Look at Happy Stick go. He's holding strong. Tricky square. He does break on that square. Really nasty section, but the lead he gave with that combo is going to make his team look really good. 400k at this point.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's assailable. Matsumoto can't do that on his own, and with that break, it's not going to happen. The first point is going to the United States, surely at this point. I don't think we'll see a fail. The ending doesn't really have any failable.
There's no fail momentum in the ending. There's a little tricky stream, but that part is a very slow BPM, so I guess the players will do just fine on it. Oh, we do see actually a fail from mid here. Is that what I see?
It might just be maybe the spectator client, but
yeah, could be. We're still waiting on the MP link to check for us.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Iki did fail.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay,
but
but
they
still.
still won by 50
Yeah, they still
points.
Yep.
Yep, this is definitely very interesting. These are
What we see for this one. We've seen an FC from
Wait
Totoki
a
in the past on
second.
this.
We do see a slight change up in the roster for the Team US currently, because MLaw is going to replace Itki. Itki played this map last time around and got 350,000 points. Now MLaw is gonna get in there.
I think personally, I would favour Emlaw on this over Idki on this DT pick. I feel like on the kind of speed, he'd be up for it. But of course, depends on how Emlaw's feeling. We'll see how he does.
Indeed, this is an aim-heavy DT pick, so Itki would make sense in theory, but if he's not comfortable on the BPM, then he's not comfortable on the BPM. That's just the way it is. And if Emlaw is the better choice, let's see. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe China is not up to par and feeling too well after this 10-minute break. And it's not gonna FC and stuff, and the United States is gonna perform. Emlaw gonna FC. Unfortunately, he got an early miss, so my delusions are not gonna be real.
I do
Well
have to draw attention to that MLaw is a hidden double time player. His best performance list is very much uniquely speed and double time area focused. So he's a very good player to pick for this map, I think. Although right now it's not really showing.
A little bit of a shaky start, but he can bring it back. Plenty of time to do so. We're seeing 1 FC to 1 for both sides, Totoki and Xarius. Spring Lane not far behind with an early miss. China looking decent, but it is very even in the early goings. And it's a very consistently intense map. The accuracy on Totoki's side, not really doing him any favours, but with that combo, he is doing enough for his team, and that is all he needs right now. Just needs to hold on. Xarius with his 98% FC, looking really good right now.
Oh, we do see a break from Totoki though. Xarius.
Xarius!
Oh no, not anymore!
Oh wow, did he break after that spinner?
Yeah, I think just like a mistap on that little slider plus single note pattern. But now, like, Spring Lane also broke. And Happy Stick has now the driving seat with the highest combo on the field, totally just broke. So his chance to really shine here. Let's see if you can make a difference here, Happy Stick.
It is all down to him. He is by far and away the highest combo on the field. But they're not really gaining score quick enough. They need more breaks from China.
Yeah,
I don't think
however.
they need it.
Oh no!
No, he has broken at the most inconvenient time. Oh, but now the accuracy bonus is gonna kick in, and let's see who's gonna take it. RXZ has pretty good accuracy for China. And on USA side, the highest for is Xarius 97%. Probably not gonna go for USA on this one. There's Spring Lane with more breaks, but it's less with the break but more with the accuracy. The lead is slowly shrinking. Oh, Fiery Rage! Fiery Rage has a very high combo. I just noticed that.
You guys have just nicked it. Okay.
Oh, you just think it's 6,000. This is so close. Oh my god. This is so much. This is what we're talking about. Xarius and Fire Rage showing up for US. Alright, and Happy Stick as well. And just absolutely.
He's gonna try his best and perhaps carry his team once again.
Seeing GGBY and D-San come in for the Chinese team on this one, bringing in that old hand, or both old hands, both players incredibly experienced. But here we go on this third pick.
Let's see if the consistent two-man carry or one-man carry from China can be beat by a consistent four-man lineup from the US side. We do see some early misses, but that's not too big of a deal, mostly because of the map not giving you any combo anyway, so you're gonna miss pretty consistently throughout the entire map.
We're seeing things settle a bit more. Idki and Tatori, I believe, are holding full combos so far. They didn't suffer from the early breaks that the other players did. Xarius bringing a comeback as well. Just losing it there though. It's coming down to Idki versus Tatori right now to try and carry this one.
Oh yeah, Idki, a very new player in the roster, but very strong nonetheless. He's got very skilled edges all around him, so he's definitely a very good pick for this map.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to both these players, but just look at Rosper. The 99.87% accuracy is absolutely phenomenal.
That's just been regular old Rustbell from what we've seen. His accuracy on these kind of maps have been nothing short of outstanding. An accuracy advantage is actually going to be a massive help come the end of this, I bet. That will count a lot because accuracy drops are massive on this. And Tatori has historically been very good at keeping accuracy on these kind of maps where everyone else seems to suffer.
But combo is king, and Itsuki is holding the combo, but then again, he's gonna miss, and Happy Stick is the only one with the combo left. Favors in the United States currently.
Yeah, that Space Dream was a killer. But I do want to see more of that, because this map is a lot of just very god-awful Space Dreams, which I think also is the reason why it is not ranked.
Coming to the end of the second chorus, and much like on Helix, Happy Stick is the leading light at the moment, pulling his team into a small lead, just about 100k of advantage.
But every 100k matters in this tournament, especially on this stage. And Happy Stick definitely showing up here. He was known to be not so good with accuracy, but look at him now. He's definitely got something going on here for Team USA. And of course, everyone breaking on that. It's just absolutely awful with the streams.
Yeah, there's another really space stream coming up pretty soon, which is also a combo breaker. So I
and of course, Xerath is already building up combo to help guard USA against China.
It's coming down to Tatori though. Now he's the one rocking the major combo. It's such a back and forth map, this. Nasty patterns. But Tatori shining bright. Xerius losing his combo though. It's all down to Tatori to bring this back for China. Here comes the nasty stream. Oh, and no, he does not get that.
Oh, it's very hard to get though. That is like one stream nobody gets, I think.
But Totoki has a decent combo and its score is getting even closer by the second. Accuracy drops are gonna make or break this one.
Will it be enough? Oh, a few breaks on the US side though.
Oh, it's not enough. Only 5k difference this time. Even closer.
Yeah, it's just at this point it is so back and forth.
This is too close.
China is favored to win this, but then again, they were favored to win the double time too. And the United States has proven us that they can win on the Chinese picks.
Yep, United States certainly showing that they've got potential on this front. And also that they got 3 offensive points now, meaning China has to really work for it with the defensive points.
Actually, we're seeing Dsan come in for this one, whereas they had Spring Lane in that place when they played it in the first match.
Ah, yes, very good observation.
Spring Lane only had 190,000 points compared to GGVY's 300, RDXC's around 400, and also Tutorials around 300 to 400 points. Dsan might perform better on it than Spring Lane.
Here's the stream. Last remaining FC is Xerius. GGBY had it then, but then broke at the end. RTXC bring his combo back as well as Tatori after breaking at the start. But it's going to be Xerius who holds a full combo through that section. Okay.
Are you serious? Getting a full combo is huge. If he gets 700,000 points from the full combo alone, doesn't matter.
That is insane. Oh my god. He's gonna outright the Xerius. Sorry, he's gonna outright the accuracy bonus with that combo.
Yeah, actually, he's the highest accuracy next to having the highest combo, and that's gonna be around 800,000 points. That's the nail in the coffin for this pick.
Oh, it keep breaking there, but so did Dsan. I think that is gonna be it.
But Xerius is gonna take it. Yeah, it should be, and it is.
Wait.
No,
wait a second.
This
it is
so
actually
close.
China taking this.
This is
China.
14,000 points, with China having a slight edge over Team USA. Xerius with, oh my god, with the full combo. Holy.
And pass it that way. But I think most of these players gonna want to go for the accuracy stream, which is a lot more risky because that's where you say people just miscalculating and mistiming by 1 second and then completely failing the entire stream. So I think the best strategy is just to spam over it. Just stream as much as you can. Just stream like 250 BPM over the 200 BPM streams and get
just overstream it for the sake of passing.
Doesn't matter.
It's about survival at the end.
Well, the thing is, though, if you did that, you'd get note locked, which I guess is something people are fearing, I guess.
Well, the OD is decently high enough, so it is possible to just spam over it and do it that way. But I don't think most of these people are used to spamming at all. You know, that's a high-level strategy by just a few key players.
Well, whatever works, you know, you take the path of least resistance.
This is definitely not the path of least resistance. I mean, this
Yeah,
match
this
is
early
full of
part
obstacles.
will definitely break a lot of combos. Totally, that will be the only one holding a good combo though. And we do go into a later part of the map, which is like a little bit more jumpy before we arrive at the final streamer section.
I know it's early
and-
going, but look at Totori's accuracy. 99% of that section is insane again. He breaks at that 1/3, but you gotta hand it to him.
Oh, there's a side info coming in from Efren actually on yesterday. Totori had a wrong offset the last time he played this. Now he's finally playing with the right one, so he's gonna perform a little bit better in terms of accuracy and combo, hopefully.
Ah, yes. It's the one for me, but I'll let you have it.
Trying to nick the lead back.
Yeah.
It was in the US's favor there, but
And
Totori's
of
that combo.
course, this is going to be very close at the end though. We're still looking at the 4+4 stream and thinking like, who will pass this? That's still the $1 million question. If you don't pass, your score won't matter.
Yeah, we're approaching it now. The score's flickering back and forth. Breaks left, right, and center. We expected this on a difficult map, but here comes that ending stream. Let's see what happens.
Oh, and we do see fails, 3 fails coming from Totoki, Xerius, and Idki. The bet did not work out for United States. They're gonna lose this. However, noteworthy is like, I don't care who wins. Just fail as many players as you can. However many, I'm gonna be happy. LOL. That's exactly what he said.
Just evil.
This guy,
Absolutely
man.
evil.
Yeah, but I mean, so long as he's happy, right?
Doomsday, what do you expect? I mean, did you look at his maps? He definitely hates players. I mean, just look at it.
Yeah, it's like, this is not player friendly. Well, dopamine is not player friendly.
He's like the modern
Yeah.
Angel Honey, really.
But here we go into hurting for a very hurtful pain. China's bread and butter pick in the past. We'll see if they can do it again here.
Yeah, this is easy FG, but most certainly not easy FC. So it's going to be China a chance to prove themselves once again. And USA chance to come back. First break harbor goes to Happy Stick. Fairy Rage following up immediately. Not really too much of a deal yet because this is after a very kind of a long map. And Happy Stick is running on hidden, so you gotta take that into account as well. And this is 140 BPM if I recall correctly, so not really that high in BPM. However, with the style of mapping and the requirement of your absolutely ridiculous just aim ability, it's gonna be hard for some players, even on the top level, to perform consistently on here. And we do see that USA actually edging accuracy lead right now.
Yeah, despite Crystal being really good at alternating, this map is just a handful on hidden, and you can see that Happy Stick and Crystal currently are struggling with the combo, but then again, if you look at Hardware in general, people are also struggling on Spring Lane side. But Itsuki, damn, Itsuki is holding strong, and the only one holding strong.
Yeah, it is
relying
running
on
at 95%. Hard Rock FC, very, very good, I'd say. Hard Rock isn't something that you can just pull out of your pocket and say, okay, I'm gonna play this. It requires ages of practice in order to master it. And on this map, I guess I would say it's easier than Hidden, but it really depends on the player. And here we go, we arrive at the break section. I can't really make out what Yuki is writing. Maybe someone can tell me that. It's a little blurry on my screen.
It's coming down to Totori versus Idki. Idki with that Hard
Indeed.
Rock's going to have a tricky time though, but so far so good for him. Decent has a nice combo as well. This bit's, well, our bit was fairly easy compared to the rest. Some time for Idki and Totori to gather some score, but I'm just to see how some of the really nasty single tap streams will fare on Idki's side.
Yeah, but lead is very small though. USA just right. Oh, actually, no way. It's still cheating right back. What the hell is going on my screen right now?
This is completely up to Totori and D-Set. They're in the driving seat, and they need to keep the combo for the rest of the map.
Yeah, it's looking like Totori is once again dominating this map. He's been really good on this in the past, and he's showing.
Yeah, this is very much his
That's
playing
no
field.
accuracy as well. Another 99 on a weird map. He can accuracy these strange maps, no problem at all.
And that's going to be 3-0. China edging back to basically we're starting off the match again with the best of 7. No, 9. Best of 9. Wait, 7. Ah, damn.
Yeah, best of 7 was correct.
Yeah, and somehow I thought there was like one more star missing. I was like, what? Yeah, but now it's back to USA's pick. Losing 3 straight points. I can imagine USA not feeling so well. They were feeling very confident. I can imagine 3 points.
States is maybe slowly waking up or falling asleep depending on how they're feeling, because it is currently, I think, around 1 AM or midnight for the US.
It's 1 AM in the East Coast, but I think most of the players here, I know Toy is in Tokyo. What am I saying? Happy Stick at least is in California, so West Coast. Right now for us in the West Coast is 10:30 PM.
All right, so we do have some decently late times. Currently, it is the weekend, thankfully, but you know, sometimes these players might get tired. But just looking at the previous maps, I think they're really hyped up currently and are feeling it.
The difficulty in this map is very localized, pretty much coming down to the Ki jumps just before choruses. Up to that point, though, it's all about just holding your nerves and keeping calm.
Yeah, so for those who do not know, actually, Happy Stick had like a 24-hour stream, I think like last week, and where he just absolutely dominated with Hard Rock. I think it was like his way of doing special training with Hard Rock, and he has improved. So I'm looking at him thinking this is probably his time to shine again.
Alright, he had plenty of times to shine, and he did take them and showed you that he's definitely a player deserving to be in the OWC Grand Finals in this team of the USA.
Like before, when he first got the flag change, there were some voices doubting his credential simply because he hasn't shown up enough in tournaments, community tournaments. But this time, playing for Team USA, Happy Stick certainly is a player you cannot not have for this stage. Every single player on the USA roster is a must in order to get here and to go further if they want to.
But let's not forget the other members like Fire Rage, who had one of the
yes,
highest
of
combos
course.
last time.
Not to
and
take
Toy
anything
and
away from
Itzy.
these players. And they have to overtaken accuracy now.
Ooh, everyone got that jump section right there. No breaks at that first difficult section.
There's still gonna be a huge jump part coming up after the key item where it's most intense. It's a little bit short for the first time around. The second one is gonna be a lot harder, but we already see a miss by Matsumoto to the right.
Yeah, with full combo still ongoing for USA, this is looking very much in their favor now. Time for them to take the driving seat and go expand the lead.
It's looking a lot better for China this time around, but then again, any miss from the US currently might drop down the combo quite a lot.
Oh, GGPY though, 2 FCs to 4 now. Looking really good for the US now. A little bit more of the more basic patterns of the map to extend the lead a bit more. Next jump section is coming up in just a moment though.
And RX actually missing there as well, so meaning 3 full combos gone on Chinese side, only 1 more remaining on the United States.
Happy Stick and Itsuki currently still looking phenomenally. Oh, but then again, Happy Stick is gonna miss, so this is gonna reduce the full combos to just 1 each.
Oh, but then, just to say that, the last full combo for China is gone. It's just Idki to carry the US team right now.
The new guy, the new student, but the star of the class right now. He's definitely what USA needs for this pick. Of course, every single one of them, I don't mean, sorry, no offense to other players, but Idki right now is your turn to shine. And just dominating with that stream. Trying to be politically correct and also commentate at the same time is very hard.
I mean, we can all agree that Itki's performance currently is absolutely phenomenal. But can he keep the full combo? Seems to be in United States bag. No surprise there, it was to be expected, and they performed once again. But is Itki gonna FC is going to be the question.
Yeah, and actually looking at Matsumoto Risa, thinking, why is he coming up for this pick? Not just to say like doubling his credential, but I think this may be a chance to give another player a chance to take a breather.
Getting the end jumps now.
Oh, some of the hardest jumps off the entire map.
Oh, and if he will finish up with a full combo?
I think he might, you know.
Yeah, he's gone with the hard section already. Like, this is his chance to just like take over and completely just hoard the spotlight to himself.
So the combos were coming back pretty well on the Chinese side. Artex C had a really good combo. Matsumoto Rai is doing well, but you just can't keep up with this Idki combo.
What is this Idki guy? What is this Idki guy with a full combo on this song? Very amazing. 39 100s, but that accuracy is still very good. And also, actually across the board, everyone holding good accuracy on this side.
So the important part is that the first time they played this, the US had a huge average on this one. But the second time they played ago, they didn't look too hot on it. So that brought their average down. And that's currently the level they're at. They need to improve that level. I don't know if they can actually get to their peak, which they had 2 weeks ago. But it's gonna be tough.
Well, here we go.
So yeah, no mod pick, bass drop freaks. We do have 2 Nanahira songs. Actually, the one just being played also is Nanahira.
Oh, it looks like they actually swapped out Emlaw, who played this last time, for Toy. Emlaw actually failed out at the end, so
yeah, probably a better pick. Like they certainly show that they got some thoughts down into this this roster here for this pick.
Same lineup for China.
And like with every other map, we do see early part dominated by accuracy. So decided by accuracy, decides to go to lead. And I will say that noteworthy is we do have Fiery Rage, who is a mouse player actually. So for those mouse players out there, he is your next idol, very much likely. Actually, a lot more breaks happening here in the earlier parts than compared to last time we've seen this map. Alright, now it's down to 2 full combos. Idki versus Rust Bell, or Totally. Let's just call him Totally for now. But Fiery Rage recovering from his very early break with a 500 plus combo now. Very good and very dominating actually, thanks to him. And Idki combined, USDs were gonna pull forward for this first quarter of the map.
And we do see some huge combos coming out of specific players currently. Fiery Rage and Itki, the 2 guys who got over 800,000 points the first time around. Maybe they're looking to repeat that performance. But once again, it's easy in theory, but hard in practice, really.
Just edged ahead, not a lot in it at the moment. Idki once again showing up with his full combo at this point in the map, hitting this breakdown section. Tatari doing the same for the Chinese side, but the other combos in the US are dominant right now. Accuracy is on the whole much better too.
The accuracy is absolutely phenomenal from Rustbell. But he's going to drop a bit of accuracy there. But then again, I mean, yeah, you said US is in the driving seat. Happy Stick did miss. Oh, that actually completely missed my mind. But I don't know. There's so many missed potentials. I don't think it's set in stone yet.
The spit's one of the lower parts. Some 3 points for those combos. US going to be pulling a little bit further ahead going to be looking good because by the time the difficulty hits, they're going to be about 300k in the lead. It's pretty major. Idke still holding strong. Look at Totori's accuracy though. Brilliant run by him. But at the moment, it's Fiery Rage and Toys outsider combos that are nicking it right now.
Yeah, but since there are so many miss potentials, if, for example, the entire Chinese side would miss on some of the upcoming streams, but USA would keep... Oh,
He broke on
right.
the slow bit. That's why I mentioned it. It's like, what? And Fiery Rage as well. Hello. That's going to tilt things a bit.
yeah, it's starting to look really bad for USA, but then again, everyone is missing except for Tori and Idke. And Decent.
Trying to have Desan, but is that going to be enough to take it back? There's quite a bit of the song to go, maybe just about, but I think we still need a bit more from the US right now.
Decent might be a really big factor in this case, but I think it's gonna be more about if Teotori or Idke are gonna see, because we haven't seen C's here. We saw a bunch of really high combos like this one, but the misses are gonna come in pretty soon, because this is the hardest part of the entire map, coming in.
Oh yeah,
and the combos are gonna drop, and who of the Titan combos of Teotori and Idke are gonna hold it? That's gonna be the big question.
And here we go.
And I believe Idke has won the battle against Teotori. Teotori missing.
Yeah, Teotori has fallen, the Titan of China. Has
yeah, that
fallen.
means it's pretty much go back to guys is with pretty much no doubt to it.
All in all, though, it did look like a pretty comfortable win for the US by over 200k. Relatively comfortable, considering some of the maps we've had earlier on. Idke didn't quite get the full combo, but he did the job.
But the twist on this one is that it is free mod. And Doomsday, what are the free mod rules?
Oh, basically, both teams have to have at least 2 people picking a mod, either hidden or hard rock. And at the moment, we're seeing the bare minimum from both teams: a hard rock on Arctic Sea, Desan with hidden, Idke hard rock, Toy with hidden, and Arctic Sea and Idke with their hard rocks. If they can hold on, that score advantage, which is higher than hidden, is going to be a major factor if they can pull it off. But this map is actually much more difficult with hard rock than it is with hidden, even comparatively with the score multiplier advantage.
Of course, this map is also considerably easier for the top players on their level, and it's all up to like who's gonna break. That's the question, like with many other maps.
Indeed, and yeah, Doomsday, that was a really good call, saying that Hard Rock does have the higher score multiplier. So if you're full combo and SS with Hard Rock, you're gonna have more points than with Hidden, and that's pretty much the fact. But Hidden is gonna make the speed up a little bit tricky, but Hard Rock is just making this all around more difficult. So in that case, it's a risk versus rewards kind of thing. But I'd personally say that the US is going to be favored just a little bit, because this is a consistency pick, and the US has shown better performances on consistency picks, which don't really have too many weird elements in it.
Yeah, a lot of it just basically comes down to a couple of speed up section, like the where like machine gun. That's what I call it, machine gun sections. And which we are gonna see a break from Troy actually, right before we hit this machine gun section.
This might be one of the reasons why they were trying to not pick this map in the last best of 13 when the bracket reset happened. Because Toy is on a different setup, he might not feeling too well in terms of jumps, and this one is pretty much just keeping jumps and a bit of streaming here and there. And maybe it's really hurting him currently.
All the comboing players, actually all the players, got past that section without combo breaking, so still pretty square. China with a mild combo advantage, but it looks like the US actually has the accuracy advantage.
Yeah, accuracy is very important in V2, Score V2. So it speaks out especially here. When, although US is falling behind on combo, they're gonna try to maintain flow a little longer. But as we just talked about now, China does take over with the lead. And of course, Xerius, Iki, combined with Happy Stick are gonna try to make time for Toy to come back and recover.
We're pretty much just halfway through the map and the combos are still holding strong, but I think this is gonna be the point where we will slowly see the nurse kicking in terms of combo breaks.
Coming into the next machine gun section in a moment, where we may see some breaks.
Yeah, this is a long-winded speed up, which does take a little bit.
Here we go, winding up for it now.
Machine gun.
And scoreboard shown to the player. Let's see if they can hold the nerves and the combo. Oh, he's
for
the
hidden
first
play.
one to break. And
Yeah,
Toy
the hidden
immediately following.
players.
GGBY also breaks.
And RTXC, oh,
this is
that's
not looking
huge.
good. That's huge. That's all the combos except for totally for China. Meanwhile, USA still has 3 full combos. Toy being the ones to break doesn't matter though, because US is gonna take this chance to just pull ahead up to the very end.
Yep, there's barely anything left in it, and those 3 full combos are really racking up that score advantage now. This one is US's. This is the US match point. It looked like China could have nicked that, and they were looking really strong early on, but that speed up section decimated them all apart from Tatari, who is still holding on with his Nomad. But alas, that's how it goes. Going to see a full combo from Idki once again with Hard Rock on this map. This is an incredibly difficult map to full combo with Hard Rock. That is another amazing play.
Definitely. Although the top score does go to Rosbell, so the final, the 4 points down the line are all their lifelines.
Yeah, I mentioned that because if they're feeling calm right now, that's going to really help when they hit that stream and keeping their aim stable. And I wonder if that could be a deciding factor, but we'll see how it goes. China rolling the dice on Gimme Chocolate.
Yeah, well, to be fair, even if they went through the hidden pick, they would have to respond to one of the United States picks. And that might be then the deal breaker, really. So maybe they're trying to get these kind of picks out of the way, but I'm gonna say this is a bit favored into US side.
Yeah, accuracy certainly still US's game, but Happy Stick, they're breaking first. I think that's... Oh, GB also broke, I think.
A bunch of early breaks from the ES side and the one from GGPY, because it's a little bit difficult to sometimes come into a map or get into a map and get used to the speed when coming from a different one. That's just one skill set or one form of skill which is underestimated because you don't see it often. Switching from one mode or one type of map to the next one.
And actually it's being utilized a lot in tournaments to really attack that weakness.
Indeed, some players, for example, are really good at Hard Rock, but only after playing Hard Rock only for 1 hour straight. And then they might be good at Hard Rock, but if they, for example, play a bunch of Hidden and Nomad and Double Time before that, they might not perform as well. Well, damn, this is actually looking really good for China currently because of the early misses.
Spring Lane Tatari getting the job done. Idki once again holding strong for his team, but is the only one. Oh, there goes Totori. Just Spring Lane left to take on Idki, and Xerius is that combo.
Yeah, Xerius certainly used what Idki and Idki has bought him to recover, which is exactly the kind of team play you want. But meanwhile, on China's side, can the same synergy happen? We're going into the stream section and looking at Idki, they probably know what's going on, and now it's their chance to go attack full mode, no holdbacks.
Yeah.
Again. Not really sure what's going on with him, but Idki, they are still holding strong.
He's doing so well. Idke, the new boy on the block, can win the cup for the United States if he can hold on
I'm sorry,
now.
it's you're not really in the picture anymore. It's Idke is our boy from now on. Oh, do have a break from Spring Lane. Idke still has a full combo, and then he's taking over for USA right now.
And US take the lead. Look at Idke go. He's holding so strong right now. He's almost FC. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
me,
god!
that's so...
And GGBY has a good combo. LMLO just breaking there.
This is
China's
all
got the
about
chance.
GGBY. It's all about him. If he can keep this combo, this might bring it back for Team China.
GGBY doing the job. Here comes that jump section, and he nails it just fine. But he sees now. He sees he has a chance to take this. How will he react?
Oh, if I were him, I'd be like, I'm up for this. Bring it on. Witness me.
Totori and GGBY slowly getting it back into their favor, and is it gonna be enough? There's plenty of map left. What a miss from Alex, he's not gonna help out at all, because missing is gonna reduce your score.
Looks like China are just about to take it. GGBY still holding really well.
Any accuracy drops from both teams or just misses in general
so
can bring it
close.
back into the other team's favor. But it's looking like it's China's win because he's keeping on holding combo to Totori and GGBY.
Final jumps though. And he
Yes.
does the job. Wow,
gets the
sorry
job done.
GGBY. Amazing comeback play from those
China
two.
will survive one more point, but now it's back to the USA for picks. So far, we've seen.
A side did get above 1000 combo, and hopefully they can repeat that performance. Maybe Decent and Xeris are gonna step up and remember those parts they missed out.
And of course, this will be USA's final pick, regardless of the outcome. And it's just also very interesting to me because this is how they decide to finish up with their attack, the end of their strategy.
We'll see if this one will be the decider for the United States, or is China going to continue this comeback? Same lineup as before, I believe. Yes, it is.
All right, so
Oh no,
both teams same like.
yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, you scared me for a
Sorry
second.
about that. I thought I misread for a second. Then it's late here. Forgive me.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You like for those who do not know, Doomsday and OMG Force, my partners here, they are commentating like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. right now. So like this is really late or really early for their comfort. And yeah, just give them your support too. Like they are like the players, very much in the battlefield right now, in the heat of the moment.
I wouldn't be anywhere else. I couldn't miss this match. No way.
Yeah, no way, man. And of course, early lead does go over to the team with the higher accuracy. Surprisingly, it's China's time. Toy does get early miss. Now it's down to Fiery Ridge and Yitki. Oh my god, Yitki! What are you, man? You're everywhere, like with all the maps.
Yep, 3 FCs to 2 in the early going, so China has that combo lead.
Oh, and he completely misreads that. That is not the kind of thing you want with your own pick. But Fiery Rage there is still holding strong, which is good for USA though. Matsumoto missing a couple more times, not really a problem right now. But as we go on later, they might need him to rack up combo again.
Yeah, this
Maybe
one-
due to a nerf thing. Yeah.
Perhaps, yeah. This is actually one of the easier parts to read, so I'd say as far as this map goes, this is fairly free combo if you practice this, which they have.
Oh yeah, it is definitely very much. Now of course you get the stacks coming in, which is then test your reading. And stack leniency 0, not really the kind of thing you want for a map pool like this, but it is exactly the thing that tests the player. If you get a stack leniency 0 problem out of hand, which is what we explained, stacks completely overlapping one another with no way to tell how many nodes are underneath unless you memorize, they're going to be a problem if you don't memorize them. But once you do, it's RO16 level of a hidden pick. Fire Ridge still holding to a full combo. He's against Crystal and D-Sun. Oh, Crystal does miss there. Whoa, oh, wait a second. So that means actually USC has a combo advantage right now. Toy and Xarius, who although broke early, are going to make their time to come back. And actually, we're gonna probably see slowly but surely them taking in. OTK there, Crystal and Matsumoto all missing.
It's going to be 1FC to 1. Dsan versus Fiery Rage. Xarius bringing it back too.
Yeah, Xarius and Toy at the same time. Fiery Rage does miss there. A little bit breathing space for Dsan, but not so much yet. The USA still has a good combo advantage. Xarius is the key to the game right now. And also Toy actually, right behind him. So not really my turn to say about any of these players.
Oh, Matsumoto breaks there. He had a minor combo, but because it's so close, anything's going to tilt it. Right now, the US might be looking to seal this right now. It's looking like theirs to win. And with Dsan breaking, that has got to be all she wrote. There is nothing left.
Yeah, unless something retarded happens, like everyone failing. But no, I don't think there's anything like that.
No, not a chance. Oh, all the combos, all the big massive combos on the US side are gone. But nevertheless, they are fine. They are on their way to win this match and win the World Cup for a second time in a row. They have successfully defended their title.
Yes, Team USA will win this OS World Cup 2016. I'm so sorry. I was so nervous up to that point. But yes, they are going to be the champion of this year as well. Toy with only 3 100s and 350s is absolutely amazing. He's recovered from that. And yeah, so this is going to be another very awesome run for USA.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at the start of this tournament during the group stage where they almost lost to the bottom seed of their group, it looked shaky. It looked like this wasn't going to happen. They looked like they were sort of nervous being the defending champs. But look at them now. Look at them now. They have proved those doubters wrong and successfully defended their title.